going on, everyone? We are back once again for another live reaction / review episode, and this is going to be covering the new season premiere of Castlevania Nocturne. Now, if you have not been watching the Castlevania series, shame on you, because it is an amazing series. I believe it has like 4 seasons on Netflix. That's the original. You may want to go ahead and watch that so you can actually have the entire backstory and watch it all the way through the end. There's only like, what, I think 8 or 10 episodes per season, so somewhere around there. But the Castlevania Nocturne has 8 episodes per season, and that is after everything that takes place in the original Castlevania series. The premise behind this series is vampires. So lots of vampires, different backstories about these vampires. You got Dracula in the original Castlevania series. We have his son that is going up against him. His name is Alucard. Then we also have the Belmonts that are going against them. Then we also have these mages that all work together. Lots of magic, lots of spells, the ice attacks, electric attacks. There's such great animation, especially with these fight scenes. It was so wonderful, and it only got better with every single season. So you definitely want to watch this, not just even for the fact of the animation. You look into the mental development, the spiritual development, depending on which character you're looking at. As they grow, they change, how they interact with one another, emotional aspects, the anguish, loneliness, so many different emotions that just meld together in this series. I'm telling you, you definitely want to watch it. Now, when it gets to Castlevania Nocturne, then when that starts off, you have the future generations with the Belmonts, and then you have them still going against the vampire races, and then you have apparently the one that is known as the Devourer of Light coming in, and that's what they allude to until they get to the very end. And the last season ended on such a cliffhanger, and we weren't doing videos at that point in time, but I already know what happens, and I know you don't, so I'm not gonna jump in and do it. But if you have not watched it yet and you don't want to get spoiled, you may want to go ahead and watch it at this moment in time before you going through the rest of this video. But go ahead and come on back afterwards and see what the reaction is. Have those notifications turned on, like, share, subscribe, and have those notifications turned on so you'll be notified when the new videos come out. Now, at this moment in time, though, we are going to get ready to start Castlevania Season 2, titled A Living Legend, Episode 1. This is, I'm hoping, going to be amazing. I'm trying to remember everything that happened at the end of the previous season. Maybe they might do a recap, but if they do a recap, once again, you might want to click off of this video, but who knows? So go ahead and make sure you catch up before watching this video, and then go ahead and start watching this video. Or if you're not really too worried about that, then go ahead and just watch this video anyway, and we'll experience this all together. The wonders of Castlevania. Whew, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. But first, thank you for coming and watching this video here today. If you do like this content, be sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and have those notifications turned on so you can see when the next videos go live. Also, a lot of you know that I do play the Pokemon video game competitively. On this channel you may see some of the fun builds and things like that, but if you are really looking towards trying to build your game on the competitive level, be sure to hop over to the Card Shark Dojo YouTube page. Over there, I team up with Ric Flair McNair as we focus currently on the Pokemon franchise, both in the VGC as well as the TCG. There we have discussions of the competitive format, different strong teams, and how we can build teams of our own to work in the competitive format. So if you're looking to up your game to that competitive level, be sure to hop on over there and hit the like, share, subscribe, and have those notifications turned on, because without you, we won't make it. But once again, thank you for being here, and now back to the video. Is that Alucard? No. Wait, 3 years ago. Wait, 3 years ago from when? You see this? Do you see how these people are just coming out of the sand? Wait, isn't it sunny? But I mean, they are in the shade. But freaking just coming out of the sand like this. Okay, let's go. Okay, she has a tail. This, unless that's a staff behind her, she's just carrying it. But that looks. Oh wait, no, she's wearing a cheetah hoodie, so maybe it's just part of an outfit. Maybe. Never mind. She's also a vampire. Okay. Alucard is back, baby. Let's go.
You can let me through peacefully, or I can kill every one of you. Your choice.
Your choice. Yo, he gone. He gone. He's not even there. There we go. There we go. So clean. Okay, let's go. Let's go. New weapons? Okay. He's got some new weapons. Let's go with that Bayonetta, turn into the bats and activate that witch time. Let's go. Yo! Arms still grasping onto the lance. Woo! That's just humiliation at that point. You're staring at your arms that are gone and then just like, oh yeah, and by the way, he's looking for someone.
You make me kill every last one of you. But then there's nothing fucking here.
But my question still is, what was the red blood drop? Did it just summon those two beings that attacked him? And who is he looking for? I have an idea of who he's looking for. Now, if you've already, of course, once again, this is going to be kind of a spoiler, but does he already know about Dracula from a long time ago, from the original Castlevania? Or does he not know about Dracula? Let's see. Okay, so we see markings on her face. So this may be directly after how it ended on the previous season. More than likely.
In darkness forever and destroy it all at once. She must have exhausted her power. We should attack again now, while she's weak.
She's not weak. I'm sorry I didn't get here sooner. Who did you lose?
Her mother. Though she's not exactly dead. Why did they keep her blood?
So that one day Sekhmet could return to Earth and rule again as she did at the dawn of time. Which meant someone drinking the blood. Someone it would not destroy.
Elizabeth.
So they
very powerful.
So they saved the blood in that temple / tomb, for Isbeth, which is the Devourer of Light, to go back and continue to boosting her power as she drinks it?
I threw everything I had at her, but she brushed it aside. We had to run.
Do you have a plan?
An Egyptian deity has two souls, called the Ba and the Ka. The first is present in the blood. The second is in the goddess's heart, which is preserved in her mummy.
She gave her heart to her mother.
It's an ancient pagan practice. A preserved, desiccated corpse.
Oh, sounds lovely.
But are grounds for hope. Centuries ago, the mummy was stolen. Drolta was Sekhmet's high priestess and did everything she could to conceal this fact. I spent the last few years tracking it. The tomb robbers, their descendants, across Africa and then to Europe.
So the goal here is to get that Egyptian goddess's heart. That's the goal.
Finally, France.
When I am strong again, I will make him grovel and pierce himself in terror. I will cut his half-breed head from his half-breed neck and tie it to my chariot for all the world to see. Alucard, son of Dracula, vanquished by my power. How dare you leave me all alone?
I didn't even remember that she died. I didn't even remember that she got killed.
Speaker woman, think what a powerful servant you would be, you said. You do magic. Do some magic.
Does she have her rebellion still?
Loyal too, you said, as if you could be another Drota. You are no Drota. But perhaps I have a use for you. Bring him to me, now.
Mashgul's a long way. I don't know if I can keep making eyes that far.
Find out.
Find out. I don't know how far it is, but so the fact that they are just basically trying to eliminate the sun of an issue is quite interesting. Ooh, you are still going. Where are you? Y'all gotta say y'all names again. I don't remember your names.
So you pray for them, hoping it will help. But not for us. The night creatures you will burn because you think we offend your god.
You are devils from hell. And that's where you'll return. What would be the point of prayers? And when the time comes, you will see me there.
He agrees. Well, he understands. She did it. She made it.
Terra. So of course she sends you. And is she your messiah now? What does she want?
She wants you to come when she calls.
You still love her, Maria. Even now you're a vampire.
Of course I love her.
Stay away from Maria, Terra. If you harm her now, your sacrifice will have been for nothing.
Oh, what a loving father you are.
What a diss. What a diss. Now, she's already tired, and she's still gonna now walk all the way back. I wonder why that one is, like, getting so angry.
No. What will you do if I don't cage you? Will you do more than just sing?
That kind of shows that, like, he has a bit more of a heart for them in a sense, instead of just thinking of them now to be just buried because, or rather than just being burned, because seeing that he has a bit of a memory, he's like, okay, you know what? Don't go back in the cage. You're not doing anything against me. And honestly, he probably feels super guilty with everything else going on. So there's just it's like, okay, do whatever you want. I'm not going to really drive you back into a cell. What's the point? I'm probably going to die here soon anyway. Maybe. But no, but she probably keeps him around because he can control them. Let's see.
It was her choice, Maria. And it was a choice between her and you.
No. You needed to escape. And you were only able to take me with you because I was unconscious. You ran away, Richter. It's what you do. So run away to Paris. I don't want you here anyway.
I didn't even remember she was unconscious. Okay, so now this makes sense because she was tired and now she's making her way back.
I could tell her what a treacherous little snake you are. That's why you're here. Well, you can relax. I'm not going back to Elizabeth.
I see. It's good. You're following your heart then. But you might want to eat something first.
Is she gonna do it? She did it! She did it! She did it! I figured that they'll be like, I totally would have thought that they would have done something like, you know, Twilight and then just start eating deer, drinking deer blood or something like that. But no, she did it. Okay.
My father, in the end, I believe there was good in him.
The fact that they're alluding to Dracula makes me think that Dracula is going to have something to do in this series. I definitely think that Dracula has, because the way how the first Castlevania ended, now that they're alluding to him again and saying that, oh, I think there might have been some good in him. Yes, I think something about Dracula is coming by the end of maybe this season or maybe by the end of the actual series. Because I don't know how many seasons are going to be in this, but we'll see.
He loved my mother, and that made him not evil, at least. But if anything can redeem anyone, then yes. Love. Probably.
What happened to your father in the end?
I killed him.
Is she asking him to resurrect her? Is that what they're trying? To get him to resurrect her?
Your Magnificence.
Your monks are all dead. Use them.
No.
Your monks are all dead. Use them. No.
I won't do that. It seems sometimes the creature retains its soul. And those were Christian men. I will let them rest in peace, if God wills it.
They are not simply your servants, then.
They will do as I command.
You could bring her back. And she would still be herself.
She's a vampire. She was undead. I don't know if the machine can work with such material. You are suffering, grieving, and your servant's death is difficult to accept.
I do not accept it.
Ooh.
And you have the means to return her to me. You will do so.
But she's a vampire. What I said about retaining their souls, she doesn't have a soul.
You see, I told you she's gonna bring her back. I'm gonna bring her back.
You think that's the difference between us, don't you, Father Abbot? You and your monks have souls, and we do not. Bring her back.
Ooh. Mm. Now, I expect that she is going to come back, but is she going to come back with the same powers? New powers? Does she want to revolt against her? What's going to happen? But this will definitely also, now that I'm thinking about it, will also change the priest's thought process, saying, oh, she doesn't have a soul, but now he's bringing it back.
Father Forge Master, this was very kind. But I hope you don't expect me to obey you. As always, I have one mistress, and one mistress alone. And she has a world to conquer.
It's done? No! 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 So, Drolta is back, but she's still vampire, but also as a... She was brought back as one of those creatures at the same time because she has hooves now on her feet. Powerful claws still. But she's completely retains her mind. So her soul's returned fully intact without her having to go through the steps of partial memories. She has all of her memories, and she's already like, oh yeah, and I don't obey you. I'm going to obey only the queen. Whoo! Whoo! Now, I would say this episode did not have a lot of action, but it's a lot more of the dialogue and the catch-up, and there's a lot of emotions going on with her name's mom was turned into a vampire, and then Belmont coming to terms with the fact that he has to live up to his name and then go to try to get this new power, find this Egyptian corpse to just get rid of the heart, to try to get rid of the power within this evil queen that's going on right now, and they're just gonna have to team up with Alucard in order to do this, but yet they just got out of so many losses, but yet they still are gonna venture out forward for this. So it's like a lead up to a lot more that's going to come to play. So I'm glad that they just did all this to just kind of set the groundwork, but I think a whole lot more is going to come to play here very soon. Definitely give this episode a solid 7 in a sense because of what it's already had in the past, but this is really just setting the groundwork, and then it's just going to get better from here, which I definitely like. And I am excited for this series, the fact that it has now returned. There's a reason it was not canceled, because this series is really good. So once again, if you have not yet looked into this series, you definitely want to go ahead and do so. And I hope you all did enjoy this video. Leave a comment below if you have been watching this series and what you like about it. If you haven't started watching it, go ahead and start watching it now. If you have the time, go ahead and start all the way back from the original Castlevania, because that is going to set the groundwork with Dracula and everything of that sort. But of course, if you just want to catch up with this series, then you just have one season to catch up to, and then you'll be good to go. But nonetheless, there's still a lot of backstory in the previous one, so you might want to watch that and then watch the episodes all the way up to this one to where you can be caught up. I may even have to go back and watch a couple of the previous season episodes just so I can just refresh on a few things and just trying to remember everybody's names and all that type of stuff and just figure out what's all going on. But nonetheless, definitely enjoyed the episode. Yeah, set the groundwork for the future episodes, so I'll be getting ready to watch some more there. So once again, go ahead and leave a like, share, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so you'll be notified when the next videos go live. And also, if you're here for some of the video game content that we do, especially on our live streams, make sure you are hitting on the Raikazi11 Twitch page as well, so you can catch on those live streams when we are playing on some of those games. But with that being said, this is going to be the Raikazi signing off. You all know what to do. You stay strong, and you always power on. Catch y'all later.